Hello and welcome to the Intel Brief. Today is Monday, 20 January. Apologies for my voice. I'm quite sick. I'm your host Daniel, and let's get into the brief. In today's brief, we'll be covering Biden has issued preemptive pardons for Trump targets. The Croatian Deputy Prime Minister has quit over a video of him shooting out of a car. And what has Trump got planned for his first day? So firstly, last night, President Joe Biden issued preemptive pardons for individuals targeted by incoming President Donald Trump, including former Republican Representative Liz Cheney, retired General Mark Milley, and Dr. Fauci. The pardons also cover members of the Congressional Committee that investigated the January 6th Capitol attack, as well as the police officers who testified. Biden's decision was driven by concerns over threats faced by these public servants, whom he called the lifeblood of our democracy. He argued that they should not be subjected to politically motivated persecution, especially given Trump's calls for their prosecution. Milley and Fauci thanked Biden, with Milley emphasizing his duty to the Constitution and Fauci clarifying that accepting the pardon was not an admission of guilt. Biden's use of the pardons in this context is unprecedented and aims to protect the rule of law from political vendettas. However, the decision has faced criticism from Trump allies who suggested it implies guilt on the part of those pardoned. Additionally, during the inauguration ceremony, it was reported that Biden issued pardons for members of his own family, including his brothers and sisters and their partners. So what? This seems to just be fuel for conspiracy theorists. Though it is possible that Trump's government could have gone after these individuals, it would have likely been after a significant investigation. And this just looks really bad for the outgoing president and his party. And next, the video that led to Croatian Deputy Prime Minister Josip Dabrow's resignation was filmed at night and depicted him laughing while firing a handgun from the passenger window of a moving car. According to his initial reaction to the video, it was recorded several years ago and claimed to have only been using training bullets. Dabaro, who also served as the agricultural minister, resigned following the video's release to prevent his personal situation from distracting from the government's focus and its priorities. Dabrow's party, the Nationalist Homeland Front, who were part of a coalition with the Croatian Democratic Union, who was led by the current Prime Minister, defended him, stating that the video was just intended for friends and did not endanger anyone, describing it as a private matter. However, the government officially condemned Dabrow's actions as inappropriate and irresponsible. This incident adds to recent turmoil within the administration following the dismissal of the former health minister over a corruption investigation. So what? This is wild, regardless of how old the video is, and even if it is training bullets, which seems unlikely. It's just crazy to be doing it, let alone filming it. Though his resignation is compounded by the previous resignation, and it is likely a hit to the ruling government, it seems unlikely to cause too much of a political breakdown, and the Croatian government will be able to continue with their plans. And lastly, President-elect Donald Trump plans to issue over 100 executive orders immediately after taking office, with about 25 on his first day. His immigration agenda includes the largest deportation program in US history, closing the border to undocumented immigrants, and reinstating a travel ban from certain Muslim countries. Economically, Trump aims to impose steep tariffs on imports from Canada, Mexico, and China, He also plans to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement, reverse the Inflation Reduction Act, and eliminate the electric vehicle mandates. Additionally, he intends to boost domestic oil production by lifting drilling restrictions and has criticized renewable energy projects such as offshore wind. Trump plans to address education by potentially defunding schools that he considers to be teaching inappropriate content and is opening to granting pardons to people who were charged with the January 6th Capitol riot offences. But he said these need to be viewed on a case-by-case basis. He also aims to eliminate income taxes on tips, reintroduce the Schedule F executive order to facilitate the firing of federal workers, and ease commercial fishing regulations. Additionally, he plans to reverse Biden's AI policies and restrict federal agencies' involvement in addressing censorship and misinformation. However, many of these proposals may encounter challenges that require congressional approval or legal scrutiny, potentially delaying their implementation. A majority of users on Polymarket believe that Trump will issue over 40 executive orders on his first day, indicating a high level of confidence in his commitment to follow through on his promises. So what? Everything indicates that Trump is likely going to have a pretty hectic first day. While some of his more controversial executive orders, such as mass deportations, may not be carried out instantly, they will likely be done at some point over the next few weeks. Regardless, it'll be interesting to see what makes the cut and what doesn't on this first day in office. Thank you for tuning into the Intel Brief, your daily update on global geopolitics, brought to you by HM Intelligence. And again, sorry for being sick. Thank you for listening. I've been your host, Daniel, and I'll see you next time.